You said that you consider yourself more conservative.
Yes.
But which one of you said you're a professional attention?
I'm a contradiction.
So you consider yourself more conservative, but you do camming. I assume that's nude, correct?
Mm-mm. Primarily not. I'm wearing clothing.
Is it full?
I don't get naked in public chat. And I usually don't
repeat that?
I don't get naked in my live stream.
I thought you said you're public.
Yeah, there's public chat. There's also private chats, but I don't do a lot of those. I don't do them.
But you do private. They'll pay. So the viewers, they can pay to bring it private.
Very few and far between.
But
I really have to make
you do get nude.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you said you consider yourself more of a conservative. You aren't conserving your titties.
Oh,
that's
heck
for
no.
sure. The titties are not conserved. If the titties are out, they're not conserved.
No,
I'm just saying.
Well, what does conservatism mean to you?
I was going to ask that.
It was more of like a political thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
They
suppose.
just like vote Republican means conservative to you?
No, I've just been
Basically.
called that by so many people when they're like, "Well, you voted for Trump."
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I guess our politics are conservative.
Yes.
Perhaps your social leanings are more
I don't think
progressive,
sex work is good.
You literally hold on.
I know.
You do sex work.
I know that.
She could do it and not think it's a good thing.
I don't think it's good for women. I don't think it's good for.
I suppose that's fair.
Yeah.
How do you
I don't think I'm
define-
gonna have kids, so I don't have to embarrass them.
Yeah, but do you think that it's common for people to practice and engage in things which they think are bad if the other options are available to them?
I mean,
I don't have that many options available to me with my situation, but I'm not gonna like use that as an excuse. It's just. Yeah.
What, hang on. How could that possibly be true that no other option is available?
I have no vehicle. I live 50 miles away from like the nearest city. Like there's no jobs where I live. I used to have
Those
one.
seem like easy conditions to remedy.
It's not that simple.
It sounds simple. It sounds like you would move to where the work is and you would move away from the conditions that you're in. I'm guessing that if you're stripping or taking your clothes off for money, that you make enough money where you can probably move towards a place where you no longer have to do that.
I spend the majority of my time in my public stream just talking to people, talking to guys, and just hanging out with them. Wearing clothing. Sometimes I'm painting while I'm doing that. I could be streaming on
except when you're
YouTube.
not, right?
Well, no, it's really like for the last year and a half, it's just been like non-nude stuff. If I want to.
Not a single piece of nudity.
No, I've never said that. No, I have stuff that's been in the past, and I kind of wanted to retain my self-respect, I guess, within my minimum level of self-respect, I guess.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you identify yourself as conservative politically.
Yeah.
What does being conservative mean to you? Like, how do you define that?
I think the American family is dying. I really think that we need both parents in a household.
Nick, we could do a split with this one.
I think we need both parents in a household. Men are becoming weaker, and women are. I don't like feminism. I think it's absolutely destroying everything. I think it's like a slippery slope to communism. Mm-hmm. And
Do you think we should outlaw sex work?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't necessarily think my choices in life have been great, but I've kind of accepted the consequences that come with that. Like, I'm probably not going to get married. I'm probably not going to have kids, but that's what I was dealt in life by myself. I did those choices because, like, my dad's a cop, okay? So I had to rebel super hard as a kid because I felt like I needed to, since I was trying to test them. So.
Because he was a cop?
Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
Yeah, but would you support outlawing sex work?
No.
Why not?
Well, okay, this is a joke. Frank Zappa said it. Sex work should be made legal and keep it near the politicians because they need it most, I guess. But
no one needs sex work.
It's a joke. Frank Zappa's never mind.
Yeah, I know who Frank Zappa is, but that aside, the question remains: if you have even conservative politics, why wouldn't you want to outlaw sex work? Is it just simply because you, of course, make gains in your life by doing sex work?
Wait, say that again?
Is the reason you don't want it outlawed is because you do it?
I don't want it to be like open. I honestly don't think sex work's that great. I don't. I said I'm contradictory about it. I don't think it's.
Why not stop?
Because money. And I'm not doing the things that I do lately are just what I've said. I paint. I'm wearing clothing. I'm just hanging out. I've been told that I should stream on YouTube, but I would get banned for what I'm talking about a lot of the time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me move it on a little bit.
Oh, I got one more thing to say, actually.
Okay.
I honestly have a problem with all these girls who have gone onto platforms like Twitch, and they're doing this adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, take it the hard way. Go on a cam site if you're going to try to do stuff like that, because it's not okay to have stuff where kids can see it.
What are you talking about?
No, she has a good point. She has a great point.
No, she doesn't have a good point. It's a terrible point.
No, she does. You just don't get it.
How dare they go on to Twitch TV and not do the full Monty? They should just go on a
That's not what she's saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
She's saying that she's saying that at least she's going on those campsites that are advertising as that, whereas we have women who go on Twitch and other streaming platforms that our kids are on, and will do like half-ass sex work type streams to try to get away with it. That's what she's saying, and that's wrong.
Them in, and it's wrong.
That's what her point is.
Yeah,
It's
so go full sex worker.
No,
that's not what anyone's saying.
They don't have to do that.
Actually, her exact words
You're
were,
being dense on
you
purpose.
should go the hard way and get a campsite instead of doing that. Those were her exact words.
There are not.
She's saying keep it away from the kids. She's saying that we should be keeping
non-nude models on campsites. There's a category for that.
But they're not nude.
Why would you be against her saying that these people shouldn't be doing this around kids? I don't understand why this is
You're not even listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying that what she said, her exact words were, if you're going to go on Twitch and wear skimpy outfits, you should just go the whole 9 yards and just do full camera.
No one said she did that. We're telling you one thing.
It's my point. It's my point. Hold on.
We're telling you one thing.
If they want to do that at all, they don't have to take off more clothes. Just go onto a platform that's designed to be for adults only. I don't think it's okay to have anything.
Okay, point made.
Yeah.
One follow-up question on this, then I know you have a story to tell. You said that you taught, you talked quite a bit in your pre-show notes about you're conservative. Do you consider yourself traditional?
No, I can't.
Okay, you're not traditional, but you're, okay, I see. I see the distinction.
Yeah.
You say sex work is bad. I mean, it's like, but so sex work is bad. Maybe you've already kind of gone over this, but how do you reconcile that stance with the work you do? Because I mean, I looked at your Twitter. It's kind of degenerate. There's a photo of you with a penis bong in your mouth.
Yeah.
On your Twitter. My eyes are permanently scarred. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Like, how do you?
It's kind of funny to me because the bong thing, like, there's girls on those sites that like will suck fake dicks, and I think it's gross and stupid. It's a bong. It's a bong for me.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I made it. It's funny.
Show of hands, who here does OF? You do.
I don't have an OF.
Well, who here does any sort of content online that's like you're engaged in sex work online? Technically. So you four, I'm just curious. Are you guys religious at all? Like Christian or
I
atheist?
grew up really Catholic.
Yeah,
but
me too.
are you still or?
I struggle a little bit with faith.
So are you still religious?
I don't know.
Or?
It's hard answering.
What about you? Are you religious?
I used to be atheist, and then my grandparents died, both of them, in 2017. And I believe in God. I believe in God.
Are you Christian? Are you?
I'm not going to identify myself as anything because I don't follow their values the same.
I was
religious
baptized Catholic, but then I went to Hillsong and then turned Christian. Oh shoot! I was baptized Catholic, and then years later I started going to church, and I took my hand up for being Christian. But I kind of slowly felt.
Are you currently?
No.
Do you consider? Okay.
I'm pagan. I grew up Christian, and then my dad raised me pagan.
Pagan? What do you mean by pagan?
Like, I guess you could just say spiritual. I don't know if I want to get into that whole conversation.
What's the half horse, half man? What is that?
A centaur?
Centaur?
Do you believe in centaurs and shit? I don't know if that's pagan. That's not really pagan, is it? Okay.
Like witchcraft, modern witchcraft.
Are you a
could
witch?
say that, but it's...
You cast spells and shit, curses?
No.
Are you a shaman? Do you do like any shaman shit?
I've done shaman work.
You're a shaman?
I have, but I wouldn't call myself a shaman.
You play World of Warcraft or like, do you play Horde or Alliance?
I actually have played World of Warcraft. I love that kind of stuff.
So like, but are we talking Burning Crusade? Because if this is like classic World of Warcraft, then like you can only play shaman on Horde. So I'm just curious, like, was it Horde? Wait, was it Horde? Were you playing Horde shaman or Alliance shaman?
Neither.
Don't let can get into
But
this
like,
topic.
no, the thing is,
I
like,
know,
when
that's
it
why
comes to
I'm
this,
like, I don't know
it's
if I
like,
want to get into this
if
right
I'm like
now.
that with
This is gonna be a
Zelda,
really
I'm
long
like,
debate.
I would love to comment.
but so like you can play Tauren if you're like classic chord, it's Tauren, Orc, and Troll Shaman. But then like once
Is this Skyrim?